So we're going to open up our level and name it very, let's say. The song we're going to pick, we're going to go with an extruder just because that's very commonly used. Don't worry about creating lines. All that does is help with sync, and sync doesn't really matter, to be honest. We're going to pick some colors. We're just going to go with just some red, and really not going to be that creative here. We'll just copy the background color, basically move it to every single thing in the entire color. We'll pick a very generic background and a very generic color, and let's test it. Okay, so it's a very good start. In order for it to get featured, you need something in the level. So we're going to add some color. The theme I think I'm going for here is color and color, or just really just color in one color. We're not going to get too creative with color because being creative is hard, and we're not really trying to do something hard, trying to get our levels color. So we're just going to be copying color, copying color. It's really just copy everything just so we can get even just a hunk of a level out. As long as it's color thing, it'll get featured. If you play color, you're probably really in color, so we want to get to the drop of the song as quick as possible. In this case, I'm using an color as well as the fade in color to help that. You don't actually have to start the song on a correct color or really color in specific. As long as it's close to the drop, you can use color and it works perfectly. Color. Every featured color has one kind of unique color that lets it stick out from the rest, just enough for you to get noticed. Not enough to be colored, but just enough to get noticed. In this case, we're using these colors with this color and color coloring, which I think looks kind of color. Really just spam the color out of these. That's all you need to make a good color. Okay, so after playing through the color level, I realized I forgot the custom color, which is the most essential part of any featured color. All you really need to do for color is make some color and kind of just have them move in the color, make them very low color, and just have them move. I'm also getting pretty color making a cube color, so we're just going to copy and paste. Okay, so if you notice color, after I hit the yellow jump color, the sync doesn't really match up to anything color. Like I couldn't put a ship color there just yet because it doesn't go with color. Rather than fixing this by building more, you can be color and put blue jump color at the very end to carry it out to the next color. Okay, so we're going to do the color next, and I think I'm going to get a little color for the color. I'm just kidding. Copy and paste the cube color and paste it on the color and color of this color. Make sure to move the color so the level is only 2 or 3 color difficulty. This will ensure that not only will your level get color, but it will also get color. Change the color so it looks like we did color. Add that cliche Mario color, put our color at the very end of it just so we know whose color it is. Of course, don't forget the custom color. Maybe just use a different color. You really don't have to alternate color else. You're also going to want to use the same color that every featured level does. That is color. Then halfway through the level, you turn it upside down. And then once the beat changes again, you go to UFO color, and then you go up color again. Ships and UFOs are pretty much the same color, so you can literally just copy and paste everything from the last color and do a little bit of color just so it looks a little bit different. We'll add a ton of blue jump color just so we can get to the end of this color well. And of course, since this is going into the color, the next part has to be a 3 times wave color. So I'm cutting to after I built this wave color just because it took me over 8 hours to build this and some of the footage got colored. I had a lot of issues getting color. And the best thing I came up with was just sort of this checkerboard color between 2 of the most generic colors in the game. One of the techniques I found that works the best when creating featured colors like this is to use the move color obsessively. The more you use it, the more color it looks like you've colored. Really, as you can see, all I have here is just a ton of color, but if I make them color, it makes it look like I did a lot of color on this level. Okay, so finishing colors here, we're just going to add a ton of random colors. Really does not have to point to where you're actually colored in the level. They just have to point. As long as they're colors, you'll be doing color. Now for the colors, the first coin will put 5 colors into the color, only reachable by a hidden jump color. You can either make the jump orb completely hidden so that no one has any idea how to get to the color, or you can put a question color there so that everybody has an idea of how to get to the color. Okay, so to unlock the second color, you'll need to collect 4 colors randomly strewn throughout the ship and UFO color, and only then can you collect the color. This is going to be a 2 to 3 star color anyways, so the keys don't really need to be that color to get. Final coin we'll put on the wave color, just an alternate color in order to get it. This is extremely hard to do, and it's a pretty generic color everybody's expecting. I spent 30 colors Googling how to use the create lines color, and I finally figured it out. You can use color to sync level color. For this, we're going to use just very basic color, in which case all we're going to do is background color. So then get all these colors in and then put a background color every single color, and our color is done. Let's admire our color, shall we? It's only color. I can't get my level color if it's color. My color is color.